29 on April 13th.
Good morning. Liza Fromer, Sid here with you. Liza's in for the rest of the week. Liza's fantastic. We love her. Thank you very much for being here. A note on the weather, because I am soaking all of this in. I don't care what that forecast says next week. We're all going to catch colds. It is what it is. Deal with it. Deal with it. But this week, it's phenomenal, Liza. Phenomenal.
It's incredible. I love the you sound off a little earlier that you were doing with Tam, where the thing that makes you feel like it's summer, the woman who said her 83-year-old neighbor comes out in his shorts to do the gardening.
I was driving. I got a ride into the city yesterday during rush hour on Lakeshore.
Yeah.
It felt like it was July 12th.
Yeah.
Joggers, cyclists, just people walking their dogs, just standing by the lake.
Yeah.
Then downtown around like Yonge Street, just Blue Jay fans everywhere. And usually the second night of the Jay season's a little for attendance.
Right.
They opened up the roof. Everyone showed up again.
Amazing.
It felt like a summer day. Today's going to have that same feeling. Enjoy it if you can.
My thing was I was sitting at home looking at my phone or something, and all of a sudden I heard this particular noise. It gets everyone's attention, young and old. It's like, what? Ice cream truck, baby. Making its way around my neighborhood, and I was like, oh, summer's here.
Did you book it and run?
I went outside. I did not get an ice cream, but I saw a few little kids going over happy as they could be.
That's a great sign of summer.
Love it.
All right, well, usually a great sign of summer, too, is when the Raptors make a deep run. It ain't happening this year.
No.
They lost the play-in, game one of their play-in last night to Chicago. They were up by 19 points in the second half. Blew the lead. Their season is done. There was a lot of incredible moments last night. DeMar DeRozan's daughter, DR DeRozan, Toronto Raptors legend, DeMar DeRozan.
Yes.
So DR's in the crowd, and she's screaming every time the Raptors are taking a free throw, and the distraction worked. They missed 18 free throws.
That's outrageous.
The video picks it up. This is unmistakable that it's her. Listen to this.
Visit to Florida State. Asked me, what did you? Patrick said I was down for whatever Coach Hamilton. Underrated passer, doing a nice job.
In terms of the total number or the quality of shots, I'm comfortable.
Tell me life is really good for him right now. He's in a good headspace coming in.
The handle is maybe not as tight.
A 20-point advantage.
Oh, no.
Check out with your Chicago here.
Hey, she went 1 for 2, like the Raptors. Loose ball. Levine comes out of the pack.
Okay. When I heard earlier you saying that she was screaming during the free throws, I thought you meant like trash talking, not legitimately just screaming.
It wasn't like, you suck, man. It was like, it was a piercing, very effective, in hindsight, scream. They had 36 free throws, the Raptors. They missed half of them. Half of them in a relatively close game.
Right.
Liza, I gotta say something.
Yeah, do it.
I gotta say something. On February, when was it? The NBA trade deadline. I'm gonna look this up. I have it in my calendar. NBA trade deadline was February 9th. At the time, everyone thought the Raptors, who weren't going anywhere, were gonna make some moves.
Right.
Not only did the Raptors not make moves, they added a player in Jakob Poeltl who is now going to be a free agent. So you gave up assets for a guy who can walk in a couple of months.
Right.
This is as embarrassing a season for the Raptors as I've ever seen. I saw coaches and players bail out like I've never witnessed. Nick Nurse, who just a week and a half ago, I believe, said he's going to look at his options after the year. He's checked out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's checked out 100%. Don't tell me that didn't have an effect. Fred VanVleet checked out. No defense at the end of that game. Gary Trent Jr., he checked out in January. He missed about a week with back issues. Where did that flare up from? This team, up and down, and I'm going to include Masai Ujiri in that. I'm going to include Bobby Webster in that.
Right.
Under no circumstances should this team have been trusted at that trade deadline. They should have thrown a stick of dynamite in this and started fresh, and they didn't. And they blew an opportunity to bring in a ton of assets and at least work towards a new goal.
Right.
This team has no bench. That's on Masai and Bobby. This team had very little leadership from its head coach. That's on Nick. This team had very little imagination and togetherness on the court. That's on Pascal and Fred and everyone else. This is a group failure.
So what happens?
Group failure.
So what happens now?
I think Nick Nurse is gone.
Right.
Because I think both sides want it to be gone. I think Fred VanVleet's played his last game with this team. If I never see Gary Trent Jr. in that uniform again, it'll be too soon. I think Poeltl's going to leave. This is not a team you want to be a part of right now.
No.
This is not a team you want to be a part of right now. I don't know
Not with
what
a
happened
performance
here.
like last
I
night.
don't know what happened here. Did Kawhi Leonard make everyone look like a genius? Like, what's going on here? I don't know what this is. I thought this team was a little smarter than this.
Right.
Apparently not. You do not blow a 19-point lead. The Bulls are
That
getting
hurts.
filled by Miami tomorrow night. And they're going to move, and Miami's going to move on. Anyway, there's a lot to unpack. That's pathetic last night.
There
That's
is,
pathetic.
on the brighter side, Jays.
Jays go to 8-4. Good stuff, Liza. Good stuff. Good point.
There
it's
we go.
7:01. You're watching BT. Go Leafs.